It's your boy Moonbound Crypto signing back with another one. Wanted to come here to touch base. I know I missed Sunday and I missed Monday. I wasn't feeling that good, so I kind of took a step away. I didn't want to be on like I don't know. I just wasn't feeling that good. I just needed some rest. But we back into it, back on the grind. While I was away, I was doing a little bit of research, a little bit of like soul searching, like digging, because you know Uh, right now we're in the point in the market where you know, we don't want to see no damn charts right now. We just want to see price increase. And right now the charts ain't really showing us what we really want to see. So for right now, let's just chill. You know what I mean? Let's just chill. Let's chill. Let's catch a vibe. Um, I've been listening to like a lot of Michael Saylor. I'm gonna share a video with y'all tonight. I want to share a video with y'all tonight. I definitely need to get on the live stream and share a video with y'all. But I was watching the video of Michael Saylor, and pretty much like we're kind of behind the ball. You know what I mean? You're not behind the ball if you're like 25, but at age 25, I can only speak for myself. At age 25. I was just focused on, being an electrician, focused on money, just trying to survive. You know what I mean? I thought, I was trying to do it the right way, work a job, save money. I'm pretty sure most of us did that at age 25. And I'm here to tell you, hey, morning, Bear Dog. I'm here to tell you, you're not wrong for doing what you felt was right because of, our parents told us to work a job and save. But our parents also didn't have Bitcoin, you know what I mean? So um pretty much it's like this is our chance to actually like completely unfuck our futures. Now, granted, we're here to make money, but I don't want y'all to forget the goal. Um when I say make money, it's like yes, we do want profits, but we can't forget the goal. My Pretty much my goal for crypto was to make a nice increase on a meme coin and then straight become a Bitcoin maxi, like pretty much have most of my wealth sitting in Bitcoin. And that's still the goal. Now, the bull run is not, folding out exactly how I pictured it, but that's okay. I'm still going to stick to my goal. I'm going to hold my Dogelon Mars. I'm going to DCA, and I'm going to sell on this massive relief rally that we should be having within the next couple weeks to the next couple months. And I'm going to sell, and I'm going to put I'm going to swap over to a stable token, USDC, USDT, whatever it is, and then I'm going to buy, and then I'm going to buy Bitcoin at max pain. Right now is not max pain. You feel me? And my goal is to have if my like me personally, I need to have $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. You'll probably be like, why? Um, I'm not really going to break down the math, but because I feel like Michael Saylor do it way better. We're going to watch a video with him later, but you need $10,000 worth of Bitcoin if you want to be able to say fuck you to the workforce once you're 65 years old. Like this is a long-term trade. Granted, we're gonna, next bull run we're gonna grab Sui before it really go crazy. We're gonna see the big new narratives. We're gonna have a couple hundred over here, maybe 1,000 over here, to try to get a big pump. You know what I mean? Buy the new dog on Mars of the space. We're gonna be buying the new meme coins, but we're not going to be in the same situation as having most of our wealth, if not all of our wealth inside of a meme coin because we need to buy. We're here to be able to have more purchasing power, to get more purchasing power to be able to buy Bitcoin. And that is what we have to do. That is the plan, you guys. That should be your goal. That's definitely my goal is to be able to allocate as much Bitcoin as possible because Once I'm 65, you got to ask yourself the question. I am not going to be out here below freezing temperatures wiring no one's house. I'm not going to do it. Like, I don't know if you was here last week, but when I started this company, there was an old man sitting next to me, and I asked him, "How old are you?" He was like, "I'm 60." And I was like, "You ain't gonna retire?" He was like, "I can't." I was like, "What you mean?" He worked for a company for 40 years, y'all. And then after that 40 years, he was like on vacation or something. Like, imagine this, you put in your best years, you raised your family, put your kids through college, all on this job, right? That you worked for 40 years. And then on your vacation, your job calls you up and says, "We're letting you go and we're going to give you a severance pay." And his severance pay was under $30,000. His severance pay wasn't even 50 grand or 40 grand. It was like 15 grand, in between 15, maybe 20 grand. But he worked 40 years. Now, what if he would have put $10,000 in the Bitcoin 15 years ago? You know what I mean? What if he would have invested? No, he put all his eggs in one basket. He put his whole livelihood into a company that just treated him like a number. That's all we are to these companies. You feel me? So we need to take our money and buy Bitcoin before the adoption increase. Granted, we missed Bitcoin before $1,000. We missed Bitcoin before 100K, but we didn't miss Bitcoin before Bitcoin became a half a million, 500K, $1 million per token. We didn't get there yet. You know what I mean? So with that being said, we got time. You feel me? And if you have a significant other, if you're single, you need $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. If you have a significant other, y'all need $20,000 worth of Bitcoin between both of y'all. That way, when y'all get older, you can say "fuck you." You know what I mean? Granted, if you're 25, you really should do it because one thing I took away from Michael Saylor, one thing I'm took away from life, period. We cannot get time back. You guys, we can't get the time that we spend back. You feel me? We're giving these companies all of our time. You feel me? All of our time goes to eating, bills, transportation, and we're so fucking tired that we don't have time for ourselves. This probably part of the design, yo. Keep you busy, be happy, and own nothing. Saving money is not going to help. Now, granted, we're going to need some money in the bank to survive, to move around. But when we buy Bitcoin, we don't sell that shit. It's going to be every dollar that we take out of this financial system and put it into Bitcoin. It's a declaration of your independence, of your family's bloodline. We have to. This is our. It's like, you feel me. The revolution is not going to be televised. It's going to be really quiet. Ain't going to be no bloodshed. But we have to buy Bitcoin. It's no other way. But right now, I'm going to stay 10 toes. I'm going to stay 10 toes with my conviction, and I'm going to buy Dogelon Mars. I'm gonna if I had more money to allocate more assets, I would. But I'm trying to buy as many small caps as I can. That way I can sell at the top of the market and put most of my wealth into Bitcoin. I'm not buying crypto just to be able to spend all that money on a nice, you know, you know, on something that's not gonna, pay me down the line, that's not gonna give me no value. You feel me? Right now it's right now it's crunch time. We don't got no time to fail. You don't got no time to actually, you do have time to fail and learn from your mistakes, but you don't have time to not want to take a risk. Not taking a risk is probably the most dangerous thing we could do right now, because the more that we work, the more that we don't build for ourselves, the more that we don't own, we're just We're fucking ourselves over, y'all. I'm Look, y'all, I'm definitely going to get back in the saddle. I'm definitely going to drop more videos. It's just you feel me. Like my money been low, so it like kind of fucks with my morale, kind of fucks with my head. But you know, I'm going to get that first paycheck this week, y'all, and it's going to be up. You feel me? I'm going to be dropping more nightly streams. We like you feel me. This channel is pretty much going to be just motivation and just how to keep our head. And we're going to we're going to keep doing our research. We're going to keep our head on the swivel, and we're going to keep Dogelon Mars relevant. You feel me? Before we could turn over to complete Bitcoin maxis, and have a little bit of skin in the game with our favorite alts of the new bull run that's to come. Um, but with that being said, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. You already know it's always a pleasure it's always a pleasure to come here and chop it up with y'all. I miss y'all. More video games to come. We're gonna be gaming more on this channel, but this channel um is pretty much we just gonna be talking about mindset, talk about your dreams, your hopes, your dreams, just come over and politic. But we definitely gotta keep our eye on the ball because the decisions that we make right now are definitely gonna hit us hard down the line in our future. And so we have to act right. We have to allocate, or else, like, nah, I mean, just go back to your normal life. Like, go back to work a normal job, and continue just to, just die slow. You feel me? And continue to not have a plan for your kids, and then send them into the same system that ain't work for you, and have your kids, suffer. But we can actually probably like change some shit. Like, granted, we all not at the same level in life, but we all are working towards the same goal to try to put ourselves in a place that we ain't got to work, that we can actually, have a decent savings and actually set up, some real financial freedom for our loved ones. And if not, and if you don't have no loved ones, you get to set it up for yourself. But with that being said, it's another one in the books, free to real. Thank you for locking in with the Doggone Mars section. And y'all already know how this joint go, y'all. We gonna take this shit to Pluto. Until next time, yo. Until next time. It's your boy Moonbound Crypto. I'm signing off this John. I see y'all in the next one. Peace.